ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapping together. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Kill the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks and native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander, and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this is an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. He got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Welcome to Atlanta. Christ, this Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commended Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Shalom. This year for the 56th annual Passover, Commanding Junior Hana will be offering babysitting services for free for anyone that pays their $200 Passover fee. For paid babysitting and registration for babysitting, please contact Officer Yardan at
773-970-4343.
Shalom.
Friday. You already know it's April the 11th in Atlanta, Georgia, at the infamous Classic Atrium. ISUPK presents the All Black Party with live performances by
Never see another
King
nigga
Ty.
like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night.
144. Nakawan.
Snitching in the act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated.
Sean.
If I'm more, right, that's good business.
Natazar.
We in the game, coach. Fuck you talking, hey?
Special guest from China Monet and Georgia's own Pastor Troy. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. You already know ISUPK.com. Shalom.
Okay.
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and our brother and sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what does a leaf do to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him and said, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Why are you? Don't mean I can't find you. He was like, who is this nigga? Like, where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al-Ham Mawa'aya Yahaw. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al when it's joined with something means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't, she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he need.
That's
brothers.
Right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz, his name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what, like, afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens. And that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith that y'all know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain above 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
All right, let's get one in here. Shalom, Mizro. Shalom, Mizro. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatham to all my brothers. Yahweh Shema Alatan Bashim Yahushai to my sisters. I hope y'all doing well. This is the ISUPK, started out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. You know what I'm saying? Since 1969, the ISUPK have been teaching the truth about this Bible. The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, those of the transatlantic slave trade, are the biblical Israelites the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? I suppose biblical Israelite Bible speaks a little redundant. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, all right? The biblical chosen people, all right? That's us, all right? Most High in Christ. Let's see what we got in the building. We got Ira, Most High in Christ. We got the young man Freddie. Shalom,
Shalom, Yahweh, Shalom, Yahweh, Shabbat.
Most High in Christ. Of course, we got Kyla in the building. Shalom, Princess. Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Shai.
Shalom to Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Shai.
Most High in Christ. All right, let's see what else we got. We got Nazama Na. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Shai. Shout out to yourself, shout out to your husband in Louisiana. All right, we got, she said, the registry in the Zamana, Bath Yehowadah, Bath Yasha'Allah, Most High in Christ. We got Kapab and Nath Yehowadah, Most High in Christ, Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Shai. Who else we got in the building? Bitty bitty bing. We got just Gee. I'm looking for a school in NC, I believe that's North Carolina, right? If I'm not mistaken. You're looking for the school in North Carolina. We got schools. You just want to look up. You can look up on ISUPK.com. At ISUPK.com, and you can get the contact for all the schools. I believe the schools in Durham, Fayetteville. So if you're in North Carolina, we got schools down there for sure. Because all you want to do is look up ISUPK.com, and you can find the contact details for every zone. All right, every single zone. In matter of fact, when I go in, it's join a school near you, and you have all the zones. So let me look up North Carolina. Or I probably could look up the city, like Durham. Yeah, Durham. You can look up, is Charlotte in North Carolina? Charlotte's in North Carolina. You got Durham, Charlotte, and I believe Fayetteville. All right, so whichever school is closest to yourself, reach out to that school, get in contact with the camp leader, get in class. All right, Most High in Christ. I'm gonna also send the, I'm gonna put in the chat the link for the attendance sign-in sheet. So if there's anybody still working on obtaining that Hebrew name, put the link in the chat. You want to sign that attendance sign-in sheet. I'm gonna also put it in the private chat. You want to fill in that attendance sign-in sheet, and that will mark your attendance. Go towards your 90 days. Make sure you're regularly checking in, attending classes. All right, the camp leader will make notes of it. Also, if anybody still hasn't paid their Passover fee, I mean, we is days away. We are absolutely days away. Make sure you pay your Passover fee. All right, $200. Pay your Passover fee. Get it paid. Even if you're not going, pay it. All right, let's pay it so this Passover can be absolutely glorious, as you know it's going to be. All right, support the truth. All right, Most High in Christ. Now, without further ado, I think we got on all the announcements. All right, without further ado, we're going to get into the class. So the first thing I'm going to do is have brothers and sisters state their registry. So as Nazamana did earlier in the chat, my brothers and sisters live in the class state their registry. Let's start with Ira. You state your name and your registry.
Ira ban yamyan ban yashra'ala.
Most High in Christ. So Ira ban yamyan ban yashra'ala. Young man, do you know how to state your registry? Let's see, you might have stepped away from his computer for a second.
Sorry, sir.
No sweat. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you the format. Do you know your tribe in the Hebrew?
From the tribe of Gad.
The tribe of Gad. Okay, well, that's a very easy one. Gad in the Hebrew is what? You can tell me. Anybody. You can tell me what Gad is in Hebrew.
Isn't it Gad?
It's God. That's it. It's a guy and a dog connected. It's God. It's real. Most High in Christ. Easiest one. Shit.
That's simple.
All right. So what you would say your name. You say for yourself, young man Freddie. Then you say Ban. Ban means son, right? Son, or in the context of son of, right? There's no Hebrew word for of, but you say Ban Gad, which means son of God. Then you'd say Ban Yasha'Allah, which means son of Israel. All right, that's how you state your registry. So if you want to get all of it.
So young man Freddie, young man Freddie, Ban God, Ban Yasha'Allah.
Right? That's cool. So young man Freddie, Ban Gad, Ban Yasha'ala. Even in fact, there's a Hebrew word to say young man. All right, I'm gonna let y'all know it's called Yalad. All right, Yalad is how you'd say young man in the Hebrew. So Yalad Freddy, Ban Gad, Ban Yasha'ala. All right, that would be your registry.
Ban Gad.
Khan. Ban Yasha'ala. So that would be a registry in the Hebrew. I'm gonna write it down for you so you know the spelling. Yalad is just Yalad. But I'm gonna put this right here. Just put a little text box. Yalad. I like to do it in all caps. Would be young man. All right. So you'd say times. For anybody who might, you know, for brothers who you know they haven't learned the Hebrew name just yet, they working on it. If you stay in the registry, you'll put Yalad. Right? Yalad, then your name, Ban tribe, Ban Yasha'ala. All right. That's it. Freddie, I'm hearing a little bit of background noise, so if you could just go on mute, unless of course you know what I'm saying you speaking, that'll be toward the water. All right, no sweat. I already have the alphabet on the screen. Ira and Kyla, you've had a few tries with the alphabet. Young man, you are newer to the class. Would you like to have a go at just reading through the Hebrew alphabet? I'm not gonna make you do it from memory, but it is on the screen.
Come on, sir. We have
Right, no sweat.
Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. That's perfect. All right, that's perfect. So Abba Gada Hawaza Ka Taya Kala Manasa I Pa Taza Kwa Ra Sha and Tha. All right. So everyone, you want to be always kind of being able to remember the Hebrew alphabet. Just like you know, everyone remembers their ABCs. You want to go over the Hebrew alphabet to the point you remember you remember the Abba Gas or the Abba Gayim, like you remember the ABCs. All right. You should have it committed to memory like that. That's how you show you dedicated to learning the Lord, our ancient tongue, our ancient language. All right. Also, shalom to the sister Rakah. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema ala Taba Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Most High in Christ. So over tonight's class, we're going over conversational words and phrases. Now, you know, we are heading to the Passover. Shout out to the Passover on the 12th of April. We got Passover events all the way from the 9th through to the 13th, the 14th. Is it the 13th? You know what I'm saying? Events all the way from the 9th through the 13th. All right. Now, while you at post Passover, you meeting with all the brothers, all the sisters, you want to know certain things to say in Hebrew. All right. You want to know, the first thing you want to know is how to salute, how to greet one another. All right. So, of course, we know the basic greeting, which is shalom. Shalom would be the basic greeting. It's the most basic thing to say. It just means peace. You say peace to a brother, peace to a sister, shalom, right? That's the you know, the most basic greeting, right? But you want to go a step further than that. You want to be able to salute the brothers and salute the sisters. Not just say shalom, but say Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless you. You know what I'm saying? You want to say Yahweh, watch over you, in the name of Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew. All right, those are the two salutes translated in English. All right, so I'm going to show y'all in just a moment. Shalom also to Kwame Da. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shema ala Taba Shem Yahweh Shai. Shout out to yourself. Shout out to Chicago. Captain Mo Quad. All right, Mosiah Christ. So let's get it. We'll go down. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is the Hebrew greeting or the salutes, right? So there's two salutes. Well, there's four salutes technically, right? There is the salute for brothers. All right, so I'm going to have, who wants to, let me get Ira. Could you have a go reading this Hebrew? Of course, I'm sure you know the salute, but I want you to read it from the Hebrew, Brother Kushar.
Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Ata, Atam.
Khan, right?
No, Ata.
Khan,
yeah.
Ata, slash Atham, right? The reason I did it that way, so if you're saluting one brother, you would use Athar, which means you, right? So you'd say, if I'm saluting Ira specifically, I say Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barak Athar. If I'm saluting Ira and the young man, I would say Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barak Atham, right? Which means bless you all, or bless. When you're talking about more than one person, more than one brother, you use Atham, right? Okay, so that's the salute for the brothers. You want to be able to write Athar, which means that's you saluting one person. So whenever you're saluting one person, like for example, you salute the general, all right? That's everybody saluting one person. They will say Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barak Athar. And then the general will reply back, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barak Atham, because he's saluting all of us, right? The same vein for the sisters. Again, this one to Kayala. Could you read through the salute for the sisters?
Sir. Yahweh Shamar Alathan, or Than, Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Khan. So Yahweh Shamar Al Athar. Again, Athar is singular. Talk to one sister. Right? If I'm saluting Kayala, I would say Yahweh Shamar Al Athar, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. If I'm saluting all the sisters watching, I'm saying Yahweh Shamar Al Athan, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Right? So you want to be able to know those salutes. You want to be able to know the Hebrew. You want to be able to say the Hebrew correctly. I hear sometimes a lot of I hear a lot of as long as that real strong at the end. I'm saying I hear that real strong, but I don't hear the rest of the stuff. I hear Yahweh and Ta. Yahweh the Da. That's right. But what y'all want to say is Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Even sometimes I'll be hearing Bahashim or Bahashem or Bahash. I don't know what I'll be hearing. But you want to say Bahasham, right? Ba meaning in, Ha means the, Sham means name. Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barak Athah, right? So that it's good to know, be able to know the Hebrew letters. So like while you saying it, you know exactly what you're saying, right? So this breaks down as to Yahweh, obviously means that Yahweh, the Lord. Bahasham means in the name. Yahweh Shai is Christ's name, Yahweh Shai. Barak means bless or salute. Athar is you, Atham is you all, talking to multiple brothers. The same for the sisters. You don't want to say, you know, I think the sisters, because the salute is usually a bit slower. Like I don't know if I don't be hearing the sisters salute each other because I don't be around the sisters that much. But I'll be hearing mainly after class, usually got it right if you know it, right? But Yahweh Shamar Ayal Athar, right? Yahweh Shamar Ayal Athar, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Again, that Bahasham, right? No Bahashim, Bahashem is Bahasham. There's no I's, there is an I in Hebrew, but not an I sound. There is no I sound, there is no S sound, right? And of course, saluting multiple sisters, Athan, right? So you want to write those phrases down, write the Hebrew. It's up to you whether or not you want to write the Assyrian Hebrew. That's really up to you. I would mainly focus on, as long as you have the Paleo Hebrew, that's Tawab. The Assyrian Hebrew or the modern Hebrew is extra credit, right? This is how it would be written. Like if you was to read the Tanakh, right? Like you read for the Sabbath service verses, you usually read this Hebrew, right? And most things written in Hebrew today are written in this Hebrew. So it's good still to be able to read this Hebrew. That's the main thing about writing this Hebrew for me. It's for brothers and sisters to be able to read this Hebrew or recognize words. This is Yah, Ha, Wa, and Ha, Yahweh, Ba, Ha, Sham. Now this Hebrew is harder to read when you're less familiar with the Hebrew, because you might not know what connects, what doesn't connect. That's why it's good to know both. It's good to just be familiar with Hebrew as you attend these classes more and more. You get more familiar with Hebrew, more familiar with the words. You know Yahweh Shai, you know Barak, so you don't end up saying Barakah, right? You know Yahweh. So you don't say Yahweh, or you don't get confused with where, where the letters connect, right? Also, shalom to the other one, Officer Mariah Allah, shalom, other one, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Barakatah, Shadi Self, Shah Chicago. All right, this is the Kwame Da State Her Registry, Kwame Da, Bath Yahweh, Bath Yashala, Most High in Christ. All right.
For me, sir.
Go ahead.
In the Sabbath service, are we using the Paleo or the Assyrian?
In the Sabbath service, so if you read in like in the Sabbath service, it depends. Some brothers have apps on their phone which has the Paleo. You can read the Paleo as long as you're reading from the Hebrew. You want to read it, you're not saying you're not reading the verses in English, you're reading them in Hebrew. So whether you can read the Assyrian, whether you can read the Paleo, whether you have access to it, whatever it is, you want to just be able to read the verses in Hebrew, right? Even when you read in the modern Hebrew, you don't say it how the Jewish man would say it. You don't say Yahuwah or Yahweh or Bahashem. I don't know how, whatever the way he says it. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you because I know actual Hebrew, right? As long as you pronounce it. Go ahead.
So the Paleo is on the Blue Letter Bible. You can find it there.
No, on the Blue Letter Bible, you'd find the modern Hebrew.
And in the Bible Hub that you told me about,
Bible Hub is also the modern Hebrew. So when I'll be reading it from there, I'll be reading the modern. There are some apps. I think there's an app on Android. It is. Let me see. I think I had it on one of these phones. I have both of iPhone and Android. If you search up on like a Play Store, if you have an Android, I don't think I found one on Apple. Let me see. Paleo Hebrew Bible, something along those lines. Paleo Hebrew Bible. You might find one that has the actual Paleo Hebrew. But for the most part, most things are written in the modern, the Assyrian. All right.
And Salaki, for me once more, is anybody else besides us using Paleo today?
I mean, you have fake Israelites trying.
No, I mean outside of
Israelites in general.
Cancer.
Not that I know of. Nah. I think most people they
use
saying
the Assyrian one.
Like they'll read, they look in the Blue Light Bible, but they don't know Paleo Hebrew. They don't know the pronunciation. So even you'll hear a lot of people talking about Elohim. I think Corday had a song talking about the Elohim, and everyone knows words like that. That's how the Jewish man pronounces it. We are the only ones that dug deeper to find even further back, more ancient, our roots. We don't stop at the Jewish man and just accept what he says. You know what I'm saying? We go all the way back to our roots. Go ahead.
No, I say Canada one can. And Tawara for the info again. And did you find the Paleo that you have?
I didn't find the app on my phone. There's I know Tazapa one has one. It's matter of fact, hold on.
I think I found it.
Hebrew. I think it's called the Hebrew Greek Interlinear.
Okay. I see that.
Yeah. It's by I forgot the I don't know. If you find it, link it in the put it in the private chat. Put it in the private chat. Or
I don't know how to do that.
If you're on your phone, if you're on your phone, text it to me through WhatsApp. Because I might be able to put it put it in the comments. Because that'd be good for brothers and sisters to, if you can get that app, you can have both Hebrews side by side. Now, even in those apps, if you find it, it usually doesn't have the connectors. That's something that comes with practice. It comes with knowing the word. You know what I'm saying? So while you read the Sabbath service, you're not going to be able to read it more time. You're not going to read it perfect because you have to kind of know the words, right? But you'll start to piece it together once you start looking at, this is a preposition. So you're saying la something. You're saying ha something. You know what I'm saying? You're saying wah something, right? You can that's kind of how you get it. It comes with practice. All right. Now the last one I'm gonna do is saluting the scroll. Now I don't have the Hebrew for this. You'll have to forgive me. I was slaving till late today. You know what I'm saying? It's a rough one. It's a rough one, but I'm right with y'all. We have the the Hebrew and the English letters, right? I need to I'll probably put together the paleo maybe after the class or some somewhere down the line, right? But we have it from here, right? So when you saluting the scroll, right, brothers who salute the scroll, you say, and let me have the young man read this if you're still there. You could read the how you salute the scroll. Let me see. I know the brother might be
Salaki, sir, you were talking to me?
Yeah, Khan. If you could read the last phrase in the Hebrew, like how to salute the scroll.
It's Yah.
Say again.
You want me to Yah?
Khan, this last phrase right here.
Oh, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Barak Yah.
Khan. So you're saying Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Barak Yah, right? We'll break down what this means. It would be Yahweh, which is of course the Lord's name. So it'll be Yahweh. Hold on. Gotta move this out of the way. Hold on 1 second. Gotta move everything down a little bit. Hold on one moment. Right here. Nope. Let me unselect this. Why is it doing that? There we go. Move this down. Select it. All right. And let me. There we go. All right. So let me get on the text. So Yahweh in the name. So we know Bahasham means in the name, right? Matter of fact, let me put so Ba and Ha are both prepositions. Sham here would be the root word, meaning name, right? So in the name, the of would be implied, right? Because there's no Hebrew word for of. So in the Hebrew, you just say in the name Yahweh Shai, right? In the name of Yahweh Shai. Bless. And then this Yah at the end. When you say Barak Yah, what does that mean? You can tell me. Anybody?
Where are we?
So we on salute in the scroll, right? When you say Barak Yah, what does that mean? So we know what Barak is.
Salute the. Barak is salute. And Yah is the.
Nope. To say salute you'd have Barak and then whatever it is you're saluting. Like if I say salute the scroll would be Barak ha sapar. Sapar would be the word for book or scroll, right? Barak ha sapar. But you put ha with the sapar, right? Barak Yah. Let's see who gets it. What does Yah at the end of a word usually mean?
Salaka, sir.
Go ahead.
Me or my?
Correct. Right. So when you have Yah at the end of a word, it could be my, it could be me. Right. I'm gonna give you another example. Right. So you're saying bless me. Right. That's when you salute the scroll. You're asking the Most High in the name of Yahweh Shai to bless me. Right. So you're not blessing another brother. You're asking for a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So that's saluting the scroll. My friend, let me just put this on the line with that. So you want to get that written down as well, because everybody, every brother that attends Passover and the unleavened bread, you'd be called to salute the scroll. We all line up. We all get it. There'll be multiple scrolls because good night. There's hundreds and thousands of brothers. So we're all saluting that scroll. Everybody's saying, you do Imadium Shabbat, Imadium Barak. You put your fist flat on the scroll and you say Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barak Yah. And then you move on. The next person does the same thing. When I say flat on the scroll, I mean like this part of your fist right here, the scroll. All right, not this, not this. This right here, if y'all can see. All right. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Salaki, I wasn't paying attention on what your hand was doing.
No sweat. So
You
when
may
you
one
salute
more
the
time.
scroll, you put your fist flat, right? So you go in Madim Shabbat, and Madim Barak, and then the same way your fist is on your chest here, you put your palm, the front of your fist, like not this, but this on the scroll.
Aye. The water,
Right?
sir.
No sweat, on the bar. So you say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barak Yah, bless me. You know what I'm saying? So also the water to the Zamana Khan, that's correct. All right, you're saying bless me. Okay. So once y'all have written that down, we're gonna move on to the next part. The next part, I'm essentially gonna go over phrases. Now I might let me see. I want to do, because I don't know if writing out the Hebrew using, like, we've done it before with the like the highlighter tool, and it's not being too bad. I could probably do that again. Let me see. Okay. But once you all have finished writing these down, let me know and we'll move on to the next part. So again, we're learning conversational Hebrew words and phrases, right? So we want to know how to say yes, no, how to say like things that you'll regularly hear at the Passover. Now you want to know what's being said, right? When you hear brothers communicating in Hebrew, you want to know what's being said, right? So you're not just confused. Like, you can repeat what you hear, which is fine. That's how you learn. But you might just repeat something you say, but you don't actually understand what it means. You want to understand what it means, right? That'll allow you to be more spiritual in what you're saying, right? You're not just because you've heard that, but you didn't quite hear what exactly is being said. You want to know what you're saying. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah. Right? That sort of thing. So y'all let me know once you finish writing, and then we'll move on to the next part.
I got Salaki, sir. I got I got this already digital, with exception of the scroll. So I can skip writing down the brother salute and the sister salute,
Yeah,
right?
that's fine. If you know it, like if there's something you know already, you don't need to write it down. That's just that would be like just doing it for the sake of doing it. If you already know it, like you've already committed to memory, you don't have to note something down you already know. You know what I'm saying? But if there's anything you're still learning, or even is worth going over again, it's no harm in writing it down again. All right, just so everyone understands. All right, so let me see. Okay, really, what I want to do. Let me get the highlighter tool. I'm gonna draw out certain letters that I don't have already. So you just joined. All right, let's get Rob back in. All right, no sweat.
Was that me?
I think you might have dropped out and joined back in.
I saw everybody leaving.
Oh yeah, no, you probably reconnected.
Yeah. My phone is getting like hot.
Oh God, yeah. I think I don't know what phone you have. I think everybody's phones is kind of overheating these days. And the
It's a
weather's
Samsung.
warm, but it ain't that hot.
This goddamn hot.
I'm saying I think these phones is getting ready to just to just
Oh Lord, beware us.
Let's hope it ain't like the which phones was blowing up. Was it Samsung's, Galaxy?
I think it was Samsung's.
Blowing up. Well, loud that don't happen.
Yeah, but there was when people was charging them.
Yeah, Lord
Lord will be with us.
Lord be with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that again.
I'm saying, bless me. Thank you. All right, let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me make this a little bit larger. That'll work. So y'all let me know once you finish, then we'll move on to the next part. Let's see. There we go. Move this. All right. Okay, so the first word you're gonna go through. So this. Again, y'all let me know when you're ready to move forward, all right?
I'm ready to move forward, sir.
Okay, everybody?
You ready, sir?
Sir.
All right, no sweat, no sweat. All right, so let me move down. But I'm gonna go through with you now. I'm gonna do this exercise with y'all. We're gonna learn, certain just phrases and things you say, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do, first word I'm gonna do is the word like we did earlier. The most basic greeting is shalom, right? Shalom again, not shalom. I pray anybody don't go around saying that. You might get, I don't want to say you might get hurt, but you'll definitely get looked at sideways. Don't go around to the Passover saying shalom. I pray you understand. Don't do that. don't do that. All right? Shalom. All right, now shalom means peace. It's a greeting, right? In the Hebrew, it looks like this. I'm going to make this smaller or larger. Let me see. I want to make it too. Let me see if I can do this. Let me make. If I do, let's put more space in between. Can I do that? Let's make. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. What if I do select this? Oh. There you go. And then just make this like 140. There we go. Yeah. That's gonna do it. Okay, then I can fit in shalom. All right, the English translation is a Hebrew greeting. All right, zoom out again so y'all can see the full table. Hebrew. Hebrew greeting, which means peace. All right, shalom. Hold on. Good night. Let me select if I want to select. Oh, sure. Okay. So let me just move this down again. Give me 1 second. Get it nice and centered. Can I move this? Ain't no way to. All right, no sweat. Let me not mess around with it. All right, so shalom, right? It's a Hebrew greeting meaning peace. Okay, the next word, let's see. You're gonna hear Babakusha. Right, Babakusha. Really, it'd be written if you have a preposition down there, right? Bakusha. All right, nope, so I missed the qua. Babakusha, right? So y'all work on writing the Hebrew. I'm gonna have one of y'all write the Hebrew down and then show me what y'all have written. I'm gonna show y'all if it's correct. So let me get the letters over here to the side so I can just put this together. Baba, Qua. Of course, you have. I mean, I'm giving y'all the list, so actually, I'm giving y'all the list. I know.
But I wrote it down already. I wrote it down already.
I got y'all. So like it. I'm trying.
You're trying to see if we're sharp.
I'm trying to see if y'all has got it. I'm giving y'all the answer. I mean, at that point, I'm just seeing if y'all are listed. So if y'all is good listeners.
But I have it written down already, sir. So
so I'm sure, yeah. All right. But let me see. So who has Babakusha written down in the Hebrew letters and can show it to the screen?
I got it.
All right, no sweat. Go ahead and show me. Let me solo you. Okay, Babakusha. Perfect. Right now, when you write in the Hebrew, the dash wouldn't be there. Right, I put the dash. You can just write it like that. Babakusha. I put the dash because it kind of lets you know. It's really for educational purposes to let you know what's a preposition, right? In Babakusha, ba is a preposition, right? Let me move the Hebrew over. So as Ira put, this is how you'd write Babakusha in the Hebrew letters. All right, Babakusha right here. And let me just click off it. Okay, Babakusha, right? This means in request, right? So ba is a preposition meaning in. Let me just put the preposition back. Ba means in, but the root here is bakwash, which means to ask, to inquire, to request something. And then it's babakusha because you're requesting something from somebody, right? In request. So you're saying like in request, or like how we would say please, right? Like when you say please, you're pleading for somebody to do this. You're requesting somebody to do this. Hey, can you go to the store, please? In request, I'm requesting you go to the store, right? That's how you use babakusha and what it means. Okay, let me put this in brackets instead. You have babakusha, then you have, let me do the next one I'm gonna do, salakia. Right, I'm gonna do salakia. Right now, you'll notice right here, salakia is not like a root word. It's the root here is salak, which means to forgive. Right. So you can tell me what salakya means.
Salakia mean excuse.
Okay. So it's like excuse. Okay. Let me get another answer. If you used to transliterate it, if anyone knows what transliterate means. Let me see. Go ahead, Kyla.
Forgive me.
Forgive me, right? If salak means to forgive, salakya means forgive me. Like you'll notice in the Lord's Prayer, it's like ha salak nawa, right? Which means forgive us, right? If you used to say salak ka, right? Salaka, that means forgive you, right? Or your forgiveness, right? Salakia means forgive me or my forgiveness, of course, depending on the context, right? But that's correct. All right, so let me put in the English, it would be forgive me, right? Like it's really like you being polite when you using it. When you say like Salaki, could you go and do this? You being polite. You saying forgive me. You know, it might be an inconvenience, but can you do this? Or I need you to do this, right? Salakia. When you say Salakia, it means forgive me. Or like in today's time, or in modern culture, you'd say like excuse me, right? It's a formality. You're being polite. Or if you've trespassed against someone, you would then say, you'd also say Salakia, right? That's why, you know, the same way like Salakia could be excuse me, or it transliterates to forgive me. But say somebody comes to you and say, hey, Salaki, brother, and they be polite. When you said this or when you did this, it offended me. You would say Salakia, which means forgive me. You're asking to be forgiven. That's less of a formality, right? If you all understand what I'm saying. You're actually asking the case to be forgiven. When you're just asking a question, you're not really asking to be forgiven. You're just being polite, right? You haven't trespassed against no one. You're just asking someone to do something, right? But when you actually, you know, someone comes to you with an offense, you say Salakia. You say, forgive me. That's not what I intended, or I didn't mean to make you feel that way. Salakia, forgive me, right? Everyone understands. All right, hold on. Let me get to these comments. Like, it's been a little second. I just said huge facts. Most High in Christ. I haven't studied yet. Yeah, God. Listen, man. I think we all need to, you know what I'm saying, just with this Hebrew, we ain't gonna learn it without studying. Everything comes with study. Facts. That's facts. Hebrew is one of those things. It's rough, but yeah, to stick with it. I mean, I learned a lot because I'm a Lashawan Qadash teacher. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely comes with a lot of practice, a lot of even just research. Like I spent a lot of time researching things, just being sure. I like to be very sure. That's what makes me a good Lashawan Qadash teacher. I like to be very sure about things and sure about what I'm saying is correct. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get the Hebrew ready for Salakia. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have somebody show me in just a moment. Show me what they've written, and then we'll move on to the next word. So again, these will be words you're very familiar with, but you might not be knowing exactly what you're saying. Of course, it can be used to say, excuse me. What it means is forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, ignore it. You didn't see it. You saw nothing. I got a little too hasty. Who wants to show me on the screen? What about, let me get this coming real quick. If I could, I think some were iPhone. They say the phones should not be in your pockets. They say if you charge your phone while you sleep, put on airplane mode. Well, most Iron Crest. The words to Mariah Allah, because I be charging my phone a lot. It don't be on airplane mode. Yeah, these iPhones is getting hot.
Salaki, sir, and I found the app that you told me, but that's in the Assyrian Hebrew.
Right.
And I found the other one that I found is teaching you paleo. It's not the Bible.
Is it like the Zadok or something like that? I used to have an app like that. It's called Zadok.
Zadok.
Yeah, that's on iPhone. Yeah, I have that one. That's like when I started out, like learning Hebrew. That was useful. It's real useful. You know what I'm saying? Not everything on there is correct, but it's definitely real useful.
Yeah, I saw that the cha, they write the cha with the K.
Right. Yeah.
And the other one, the Hebrew Greek thing that you said, that's in Assyrian. It's not paleo.
There's one the Officer Tazapo one has. I might have to get it from him. There's one of the has that has both. Now again, the paleo isn't perfect, but it's it's readable. It's readable.
Oh, okay.
Same
if
way
you find it, can you please?
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know for sure. No sweat, underbar. All right, let me see where we at with it. Let me get Salakia. You can show me Salakia in the Hebrew. You can put it up on the screen. Just let me know. Aside, let me get somebody else. Ira. I know you did the last one. Let me get somebody else.
Salakia, sir, I have it.
Okay, no sign Christ. Go ahead.
It might be a little small.
No sweat. I got it. Okay. Salakya. Perfect. Salakya. All right. No sign Christ. All right. Let me put it up on the screen too. Salakya. All right. So this is how. Hold on 1 second. Zoom back out. All right. So again, when you say Salakya, you're saying forgive me. Right? That's what you're formally saying. Of course, you know how black people roll. Will say certain phrases. You're saying forgive me. When you're saying excuse me, you do use different phrases, and it means different things depending on the context. All right, but that's what it would mean. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, that'll work. Salakya. Okay. All right, the next word. Let me see. Let me do something simple. All right, so you have shalom, you have Bible. Matter of fact, let me do thawada. All right, thawada. You can tell me what thawada means.
Tawara is like thank you.
Khan. Thawada is thank you. All right, thawada. Okay, so you have. I want you to do that again. Right, y'all write it in the Hebrew. I'm gonna have the young man show me the word next. All right, so you want to know what letters we have in the word thawada. Put it together. I'm gonna have you show the screen. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put it together on the side.
Salakya, sir.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm actually at slavery. I'm at slavery at the moment. I can't.
I ain't no sweat, so you can't turn your camera on and stuff. I got you. No sweat. No sweat. I'm gonna ask. I'll just put it to Ira and Kayla, but of course I know you listening. All right, no sweat. Okay. Right. So does anybody have the water written down? You can show me.
Not yet.
Not yet. No sweat.
Sir.
Okay. I'm gonna give it back to Ira. We're just gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna just wait till Ira's ready. If that's too hard. All right. So when y'all got it, when Ira you got it, just let me know.
I got it, sir.
Okay. No sweat. Let me see. Oh, you putting it on the screen? All right. It's like sometimes I'll be off screen, so somebody might have said Salakia. All right. The water. That's perfect. All right. Excellent. The water. Right. Let me put it up on the screen for y'all. So you have the water, which means, as the brother said, it means thank you. Right. Thank you. All right. So you have shalom, you have Baba Kushah, you have Salakia, you have the water. Right. What are some other things somebody could say, or some phrases you hear? Let me see if someone else can give me some. Just certain words or phrases, anything.
Ayandabar.
Ayandabar. It's a real good one. All right, Ayandabar. Let's put it. That pairs perfectly with the water. All right, Ayandabar. Okay. So with this one, I'm gonna put what it transliterates to. It's like here, transliterates to, which I think we've been over a few times recently. So that's definitely good to know. Matter of fact, you can tell me what Ayandabar would transliterate to. If you all know what I mean.
No sweat.
No sweat. That would be like the translation. That's like translation. All right. So that would be like what it is you're saying.
I know it, but I don't know it right now.
No sweat. You can tell me what ayan means. Let me get the bag, y'all.
Salakia, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It means I.
Very good. Very good.
What did you say?
Not quite. Very good though. I see what you're saying. I would be Ayan, right? It sounds very similar. Sounds very, very, very similar. But that would be spelled like I-Y-A-N. The word I'm looking for is Ayan, like a A-H-Y. But very good. I see what you're saying. Let's see anybody else.
No
sweat. All right, let me put this together. Ayan means nothing. It's like it means nothing. Like you're void of something. It means like literally nothing. Like zero would be ayan because it's nothing, right? Not as in it doesn't mean anything. It means nothing, right? Okay, so that's ayan, and then who knows what the bar means?
Speak.
Correct. The bar means speak, right? As a noun, as a verb, it means to speak. As a noun, you could use it as a noun also meaning speech, right? Of course, you can put together the connection there, right? So you have ayan meaning nothing. You have dabar meaning speech. So it almost transliterates to no speech or no words, right? So it means no words. Right? No words, right? And you're basically saying, don't mention it, which is a way of saying you're welcome. So I'm put, don't mention it, or even like how, again, I think Ira always says it's like say less, right? You're saying, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, no sweat. You're saying, just don't mention it, say less, whichever helps you to kind of remember, let me put say less. I don't know. You say don't mention it. Let me put say less / you're welcome. Right. I think that works. Right. No words.
I remember I remember how you explained it to me. You said it's like no sweat. You explained the real meaning, but the no sweat kept. That's what I kept in my head.
God. Yeah, most def. That's what it that's what it means. That's what you're basically saying. You're trying to get across. You're saying no words, man. Don't mention it. Like that's some Benjamin stuff. Like you can even say, hey, no words, man. Like I don't know. You probably could. the brother would know what you say.
Right? Yeah.
That's
I'm not gonna lie. That's a what? That's a tough saying. Like I think I want to start using that. Ayan the bar.
Yeah, that's tough. Ayan the bar. Yeah, Ayan the bar. That's. I mean, yeah. Say less. Yeah, you gonna head out a lot of the Passover. Lord allow you make it down. Yeah, that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Also, so let me get that up on the screen. I'm just finishing putting it together myself. I have Kyla show the audience when we're ready. Kyla, just let me know when you're ready, and then we'll put it up on the screen. I'm just putting it together myself.
I have it, sir.
All right, no sweat. Let me see.
So like yes.
Ayan the bar. That's correct. Messiah Christ. All right. Go ahead, Ira.
I forget to let you know that I may be going off earlier today.
Yeah, that's no sweat. That's Tuwara. Tuwara for letting me know.
Yeah, I sent you a message.
Yeah, Khan. I just got it through. I was gonna reply. I was just putting this together real quick. All right, no sweat. All right, Ayan the bar. You know what I'm saying? Don't even mention it. No sweat. All right. Let me see. All right, so that's Ayan the bar right there. Then let me see. What else could you say? What else is a common word or phrase you hear? I'm gonna do Khan, right? Khan and La'a. All right. You can tell me what Khan means.
Khan is yes.
Khan can be yes, right? It can be yes. Right or correct, right? It can be yes, correct. Let me put yes or correct, right? You can tell me what la'a means.
Salakia.
Go ahead, young man.
It means no, sir.
It means no. That's correct. All right. It means no. We'll put it as it means no or not. Right? Like you could pair la'a with another word. Like you'd say la'a tawab, which you can tell me what la'a tawab would mean.
Did you say tawaf?
La'a tawab. You can tell me what that would mean.
Salakia.
Go ahead, young man.
Not good.
Not good, right? We know that's another word I need to put on there. Tawab means good. All right, tawab. That's it. Tawab means good. All right, so if you used to say la'a tawab, that would be not good, right? Let me see. Let me just move these down further. Give this a little. Okay, so let me put together these words. I need to write a ka letter somewhere. Yeah, let's do this real quick. I'm like just reusing letters I've done previously and just copying them. But some of the letters I don't have. So let me do this ka real quick. Okay. Let me do it again. Something about that. You about to ask something?
Salakia, sir. Yeah.
What? Yeah, go ahead.
I have a phrase if you want to do next.
Come on, go ahead.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala, that's perfect. I'm gonna definitely do that. I would definitely do that. I'm gonna do that next. I'm gonna put together Khan, I'm gonna put together La'a, and then we're gonna get around to Kwam Yashala. Definitely. All right, most side crash the water for that too. Get this a little. There you go. All right, so Khan and La'a, these are quite simple ones. I'm gonna just put them up on the screen when I have them. So Khan, right here. Oops, right here. All right, that's Khan. La'a, we'll put that together real quick. La, we have an oh, damn. All right, so La'a. And of course, each letter is pronounced. So let me do this. All right, this is La. All right, your Khan, La'a. Let me put together Tawab real quick. That's what I'm gonna have y'all show me. So Ta, let me not give you the letters in fact. Let me just copy. Do this. Okay. 1 second. We're almost there. Okay, so if you can show me Tawab. Let me get Ira whenever you're ready.
Which one did you want to hear you say, sir?
Tawab. Next one is Kwam.
Tawab.
Let me know if you're showing the screen. Let me know.
I'm showing the screen right now.
1 second. Oh, one person, so I can't. Tawab. Khan. That's Tawab. That's perfect. All right. Tawab means good. All right. Tawab. Let me show you. Put it up on the screen. All right. Perfect. So this is Tawab. I'm gonna have to make this a little smaller. Why is hold on. I don't know why this is. Why is this less space than the rest? Move this. Let's put this here. All right, it's good. Delete this. Why has done that? I don't know. It shifted stuff. Am I tripping? Damn, what's going on here? All right, hold on. Let me fix this up a little. It's looking rough. I don't know what I just did. Let me undo because I don't know what's going on. What's moved? Something moved crazy. Okay, that's I don't know. That's right. I don't know what went on with this line or something to where I've been messing up. Let me bring this back down. I think everything else is in line. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me just select these again. Each letter, each one of the videos is 140. Not tripping. It's tripping out a little bit. It's not me, right? Stuff is moving out, moving around. No sweat. So like, you know what I'm saying? We're doing this the technical way, but there can always be technical difficulties. You know, I'm no stranger to some technical difficulties. Oh, I see what's happened. Because when a line, I don't even know. Maybe I know. I don't know. Hey, listen, man. We roll with the punches. All right, let's just move these down. Hold on. Stop. Damn. All right. It's larger. Cool. This is Tawab.
Tawab is Tawab.
It is exactly. Just finish writing this Kwam Yashar. Kwam Yashar Allah. All right, which of course, you could tell me what that means.
Rise Israel.
Khan. So it's like rise. Say rise, O Israel. It's like how you say Yashar Allah. Yeah, you're saying rise, Israel. All right, so let me put this together. What about this here? I'm just copying letters. Use this one. I'm gonna need to reorder them. Okay. So me start to put it together. You'll have probably already put it together by now, so it's a little tricky. No, bear with me, yo. We gonna get there.
I got it, sir.
I got you. Don't sweat. I know we all waiting around, but I understand. That's me, yo. All right, so let me put this phrase up there real quick. Almost got it. I gotta do the connectors.
What the fuck?
Something happened?
My phone is making noises on me here.
Damn, something happened with these phones. I'm trying to tell you, these phones is getting ready to. I don't know.
You're right, sir.
Absolutely
right about that. You're absolutely right about that. I thought that was just me.
Yeah, now I don't know what's going on with the phones, but good night. These phones is working overtime. I don't know what that press are doing to these phones. They're working overtime. I mean, shoot, I just gave y'all the hold on. Clock you.
The hell? The phone is fucking.
Kwame Yasha, Kyle, you can show me Kwame Yasha on your screen, bro, for sure.
That's on
I was supposed to ask a question first. I think I have at least one of the letters wrong.
Okay. Let's see. See a Kwame Yasha. Okay. So it's the ha. The ha is incorrect. So the way it's done with Yasha Allah, right? It's Ya, which is he, Shar, which is prince, and then Allah, which is of course like power, right? So just think of it as Ya, Shar, Allah, right? Which means he is a prince of the power. So where you after the Shah, it's gonna be a Ra, and the Shah and the Ra are joined together. So Yashar out. System running a little slow. All right, there we go. Kwame Yashar. Okay. Let me do Alawap Panya. Alawap Panya. You can tell me what Alawap Panya means.
Like you swear for me. It means face the general, but the council call is getting in right now, so.
No sweat. Go ahead. All right.
Shalom, sir. Yahweh Bashem Yoshai Barakatah.
Shalom. All right, no sweat. So, as the brother said, it means face the general. All right, face the general, like turn and face the general. All right, so I'm going to put in brackets, turn, because panya could also be to turn, like you're turning your face. Panya is a word which means face. So it's literally to face, right? Like face. I can just put face the general. All right. I keep doing switching from caps lock and then not caps lock is a little confusing. Let me just get with it. Face the general, right? So we know Alawap means general. All right. Hey, shalom to Diana. Yahweh Shema Abdallah Bashim Yahushai. Most right. What we're going over today is kind of conversational phrases. So these will likely be phrases you're already familiar with. I just want to make sure everybody knows exactly what it is they're saying when they say these phrases. Okay, so if you want to catch up to where we're at with the table, these words we have, and then I'm gonna have you kind of I'm gonna put you in on reading certain words and things like that. All right. So I'm putting together real quick. Follow up. Panyas. I'll give it to you. I keep doing that. Done. I don't on sticky keys. Leave my keys alone. You hit the shift button enough times to start asking about sticky keys. I don't like my keys the way they are. All right, let's get this word put it together. Okay. Do this. Okay. Ba-da-ba. Okay. So let's put it together real quick. I wish there was a quicker way to get the paleo on the screen. I usually have to do a whole thing where I screenshot. Like y'all don't be knowing how much work goes into this Lashawan Qadash. But right now is the way I had to roll it out for now. Matter of fact, for time's sake, because we almost up on the time, what I might do is leave out the Hebrew for now because it takes me a while to do it. Y'all is probably ready to go by the time I'm still putting it together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just do obviously the Hebrew and the English letters and the translation, and then it's up to y'all to continue filling in the Hebrew. All right. If y'all need help on what the Hebrew looks like, I can get a student in the class to show me what they've done, and we can roll from there. All right. So the last one I'm gonna do is this one, which is Alawap Panya, which means to face the general. All right. Give me 1 second. Does anybody, Kyla, you want to show me what you've written down?
Cancer.
That's right. Alawap Panya. Perfect. All right, perfect. Hold on 1 second. Let me just see the previous one with Kwame Yashara. Kwame Yashara Allah. Perfect. All right, good work. So let's get this going. Alawap Panya. It's gonna be right here. Just use my other screen. Hold on. Matter of fact, let's delete this. Go to where I need it. Paste it here. There we go. Okay, this is Alawap Panya, which means face the general. All right, so I'm gonna carry on. We have some other words you'll hear, right? I'm Madiam. All right, which of course comes from the root word meaning to stand. All right, you can tell me what Imad or Imadium means. Matter of fact, I just gave it to you. It's like it. Imadium means to stand, right? When you're talking to multiple people, multiple brothers. All right, stand in the plural sense. All right, so that's Imadium. Right now, for the Sabbath service, you're gonna hear stand and face the east. Right, face the east is gonna be Panya Ha Qadam. Right, Panya means face, Ha means the, Qadam means east. Right, face the east. All right. So if I were to say I'm Madiam wa Panya Hakodam, you can tell me what that means.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Stand and face the east.
Exactly. Stand and face the east. All right, the water. It's perfect. All right. Panya Hakodam is face the east. right? Of course, the wa, which I added, means and. Okay, let me click off this for just a second. Click off the screen. So yeah, this just stays the same. Okay, so like let me Diana, did you get the earlier words or do I need to zoom out a little bit? I think that'll work. All right. What else have we got? Let me see. Amadian Wapanya Hakwadam Alawap Panya. You see, you hear Kana Tawab Panya Shaala. What else will you typically hear in Hebrew? I think those are the main conversational things that you definitely want to know, especially going into Passover. No Kana, Ma'a, the water, Babu Kushah, Salakia, Kwam Yasha'ala, Alawat Panya, Imadian, right? Or Imadian, which would be for the sisters. You know what I'm saying? I think those is really some of the main ones, some of the most common ones. If y'all think of anything else, just let me know, and I'll of course add it in. But if not, I think once y'all are good to go, we're gonna start on the Sabbath service verses. And we're gonna go through some vocabulary. All right, hold on. I did not need to move that. All right, so y'all let me know when we're ready to rerun. I'm trying to think of some more while y'all are writing down. I think those are some of the most common ones. Again, if you don't think of anything else, of course, feel free to type it in the comments. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. It's like your brother asked. It's like because I get confused with this one. To sit down, is it yeshabia? Okay. To sit would be. Okay. Sit in the Hebrew is yeshab. Right. Yeshab. So yeshab means sit. Right. Or to be still. So, yeshab. And then the same with imad, meaning stand, and then imad yam when you're talking to multiple people. Yeshab means sit. Yeshab yam when you're talking to multiple people. Yeshab yam. So it means sit in the plural. So sit in the plural sense, right? Could also have a phrase. That's what I did. I don't know why all that stuff moved. What the heck? Why is all this Hebrew? What is this? I don't know what I did to make this Hebrew go crazy like that. Let me try undoing. So just keep undoing until the Hebrew goes back to the way it was. I don't know what I did. But it didn't like that. That's all. Okay, there we go. Whatever the hell I did between here and the previous, what did I do? I literally just typed in the word stand. All right, no sweat. Let's try this again. All right, so wait, we had a few words, right? Ah, damn, what did I probably hit undo a lot, huh? We had a medium, okay, stand, then we had face the east. Why does that do that? That don't make sense to me. Let me just solidify. I'll just attach the Hebrew. So I'll just straight up attach it. Let's see if it does it now. Okay. Nope, that ain't work. I don't know what is going on here. Hold on. What if I do this? Now do this. What the I don't know. Something is tripping out. At this point, I might just, I don't even know. All right, no sweat. Okay, Panya, Pa, Kordam. We had space the east. What was the other one? Let me have what I wrote down next. I think it was the Yeshabium for Marayala. Yeshab Yum. Sit. Plural sense. Okay. If there's any other word I had missed, yo, just let me know. All right, Baruch. I don't know what's going on with the why adding. I don't know. Let me try it again. No, why would it? Why is it some letters? That's what I'm confused about. Hold on, let me try this again. It locked the Hebrew so we don't move. Then let's try it. Oh. I don't know. It does not like adding an extra line. I mean, shoot, at this point, I can just add stuff in below here. It's too bad. Whatever. We'll figure out a way to do it. All right. Can anybody else think of any other phrases? Throw out again to Mariah. Throw out other one. All right, what else? Good. I think we're about ready. If everyone's written these down, I think we're about ready to get going with the vocabulary. All right. Again, if anybody has any words they want to know in the Hebrew, y'all just type it in the comments. I'm gonna get my phone so I can see the comments. One second. I'm going to connect my phone so I can still see the comments. Into studio. Is everyone written down these words? Okay, no sign first. All right, okay. Cool. All right, no sweat. Let me put this. 1 second. Set this up so I can still see the comments. Cool. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. I'm gonna reshare the full screen, showing the Hebrew on the right-hand side as well. So for the vocab, we're gonna read from vocabulary, I should say. No shout out to vocab. Definitely not. Let me see. Exodus 18 and 11 onwards. So I'm in Exodus 18. We get to verse 11. Verse 9, verse 10. Verse 11 starts right here. All right, so the first word we have is Aitha. right? Aitha. So let's go into it. Aitha. All right. Now at this time. So Aitha. Okay. Now. At present. All right. Derived from the root meaning to come. All right. Now or at this time. Okay. Yadaithaya, right? Yadaithaya. So you have yadai is the root word here, meaning to know, right? Yadaithaya means it's the past tense, like I knew or knew I, right? Kaya usually means because, okay, relative conjunction. So kaya typically for or because, right? Because or that to express a condition or if. Okay, so so translation, although it's mainly used for because, if. So let me put that in as well. If. Okay. Okay, we have Gadawal. I believe this would be should be pronounced as Gadal. Right, as in Nafsa Gadal Har. Yeah, Gadal. This Y here, this is something the Jewish man added to make this O sound. You see how this Gadol? Yeah, that's something he made to make the O sound, which is why fake Israelites get confused with Shalom. Because they added a wa. That's why the Jewish man says shalom, right? But it would really be shalom. Right? You can see all you have to do is go to the root. So it's here going to be Gadal. Right? Gadal, which means to grow or become great, or to increase. See, to be like large, great, mighty, to grow, and put great / to grow. Okay. Greater, Yahweh. So Yahweh is greater. Of course, we all know Yahweh is the Lord's name. We have Makal. Okay, so Ma is a preposition, meaning, hold on a second, preposition, meaning of or from. And you have Kal, which means every or all. All right, so he's greater from all, or like of all. He's greater than, or is how it would be translated, right? But the ma is a preposition. Kal is a word which means every or all, entirety, everything, right? Okay. Then you have ha alahayim, right? So compared or from all the alahayim, which would be the gods or the powers, right? It could be referring to even like fake gods, which we know are not real, right? But Yahweh is the Most High, is greater than all of them, right? In the fact that he actually exists. He actually is real, right? So then you have ha as a preposition. Let me just copy this here, which means the. Alahayim means God's, put this in lowercase, powers, rulers. Well, that one looks weird because it's the only one I've done lowercase, but it's whatever. Right? Then you have Kaya again, which is like for or because. And you have Ba, Daba. Okay. So in, you have Ba, Daba, which means word. So in word, a thing, a speech, a command. Okay. So Ba is a preposition. Means in, on, or with, bar means speak, could be speech, word, so on and so forth. All right, could be matter, thing, okay, in the very thing. So in the thing, in the speech, in the word. All right, then you have ashar, which means which. I'll go into it. It's like who, which, that. It typically is which. If you go into the translation. Okay, what? What's most? Yes, yeah. I mean that. It's mostly used for which. All right, that's what it means. Even when you're saying whom, it's like the person which. Like you could replace that with whom. So it can be translated as whom, but it would mean like more which, right? Let's see what else I've got. B. Okay, then you have zadwa. Zadwa. Okay. So the word would be zad. Right, zad. That's the root. Zad means to see, to be insolent, to act presumptuously. Okay, this word is basically your intrusive thoughts. Down there, from what I'm seeing, to act presumptuously or arrogantly, the act of acting with arrogance or in presumption. Okay, act presumptuously. O-U-S-L-Y. Am I spelling this correctly? Probably not. Presumptuously / arrogantly. All right. It's to act presumptuously, arrogantly. Okay. I'll Yaham. Okay. So I'll is a word which means above, or over. You have Yaham, which is like that. Ham is a word which means them, right? So ham, it can be after a word. It could be like they or their, or ham could be them, right? So ham would be they, them, there, depending on the context. All right, why your quacks, okay. We have why as a preposition, means and. We have ya as a preposition, which means he. And then we have the word quack, which means take. Right? If I go into this word right here, it's going to be the root la quack, right? Which means to take, right? That la is a word which means to, right? But if you're just saying take or took, you could just have quack, right? And like in here, and he took, right? And then the who was talking about is Jethro, right? So Yethawa, right? Hold on. It could be Yathra. Let me see. Okay. Yathar. We put Yath Raw, which is a name. Right from the Hebrew, Yathar, meaning abundance or excellence. Okay. Name Jethro. Its meaning is abundance or excellence. Put excellence. Let me see. Wise counsel, Moses law. And put excellence. Okay. Let's see what else we have. I'm gonna finish up this verse and we'll close out close on the time. So let me see. Chathan. Okay, Chathan. Let's go into this. Chathan is to become a son-in-law. Okay. So to give in marriage. Okay, the act of becoming a son-in-law. Okay. Chathan. To become the son-in-law. Okay. Okay. Moses. Right. So he's basically saying Jethro. Hold on. They're saying Jethro was the son-in-law to Moses, or Moses was the son-in-law to Jethro. I think it was Moses was the son-in-law to Jethro. When I go to this, hold on. I think it was saying this is hold on. The father-in-law of Moses. So Moses became the son-in-law, right? Then we have Mashah, which is Moses' name. Moses, name means drawn water. Okay. Ilah. Get this burnt offering. Ilah. Burnt offering. All right, and it's referring to like the smoke that goes up. Okay, then we have Wazabak yam. All right, Zabak would be an offering. Zabak. Oh, spell that wrong. Zabak. Here we go. Right. Zabak would be a sacrifice. Okay, so sacrifice. Okay. Then La Alahayim would be to God or to the powers. Okay, then we have Wa Ya Ba'a. We already have Wa and Ya Ba'a, the word, which means to come or to enter. To enter into a city, to, come home, that sort of thing. Right? Aharon. Aaron, his name. Aaron. Go to the meeting real quick. All right, of uncertain derision. All right, so I'll leave that. Okay, Wakal and all Zaquanya. I'm looking into this. Zaquanya. And Zaquan means beard. All right, so I know it's a word which means beard. Like when I went over anatomy, it could also be to be old. Well, when you're old, you typically have a beard. All right, so old in age, experienced. All right, so in this case, it's going to be old, aged, and usually linking with wisdom. So it's from the same as Zaquan. When I go into this, it means beard, right? I ain't just make it up. I ain't capping, right? Even when I go into this, Zaquan, beard derived from the root. Okay, so the root, the word beard derived from a word which means to grow old, right? Because when men grow old, they gain beard. It's a sign of wisdom. It's a sign of age. But beard is a sign of manly dignity. All right, we've already been over Yasha Allah, so I'm gonna write it. La akal, salakia. Akal is a word which means to eat. Lakam means bread or food. I'm means together or with. And then Kathan, father-in-law Moses, or Moses' father-in-law. Something along those lines, right? Lapanya, means to face. La. La Panya. Well, la would be a preposition. So la. Salakia. The preposition means to or for. Right? Panya means face. We went through that earlier. So it's like facing God or facing the powers, right? And that's that. I don't want to go too far. Just going to finish off the verse. When y'all have finished writing those down, just let me know, and then we'll close out with the class when we're ready. I'm gonna pass it over to young man. Do you know how to do the matter of fact? Because I know the brothers at the slavery. I'll close out when we're ready. So y'all just let me know when you finished writing or when you're good to go. All right.
Salaki, sir, I finished.
Okay, most sign Christ. Young man, Freddie, you good to go as well? I know he out in slavery, but I just want to make sure. I'm gonna give about 5 seconds. All right, no sweat. I think we should be good to go. Let me go ahead and close out with the salute. So let me see. Oh, he still he's having network issues. No sweat. Oh, Slacky, you good to go as well? So lock here. The brother was biting. Like he's
Salakia.
All right. No sweat. Was you good to go? Or you need to share my screen again?
I'm good, sir. I wrote everything down. I'm actually on my way. I'm off for slavery.
Most High Christ. No sweat. No sweat. All right. Do you know how to lead the to salute the teacher? Salute the sisters? I'm speaking to yourself, Freddie.
Khan, sir. Khan.
No sweat. If I could pass it over to yourself to close out with the salute, brother. All right, so you start with ye men of Israel. I'm Madiam.
You.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Okay, connect with the connection issue. No sweat. So I'm Madiam. Then you say I'm Madiam Shabbat.
You men of Israel, I'm Madiam. I'm Madiam Shabbat.
And I'm Madiam.
I'm Madiam.
I'm Madiam, yep. Then Barak.
I'm Madiam Barak.
Then you would salute myself, right? So do the salute for the brother. What we did earlier.
Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatam.
Most High Christ. So you would say Athar, since you're saluting one brother.
Salakia. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatam.
Right, then I would reply Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatam. All right. Then you say Yad Yam Matah, which means hands down.
Yad Yam Matah.
Come on, that's what I should have went over earlier. And you say Sar, which means turn.
Star.
All right, which means turn. We face the sisters. The sisters are already here, so I'm gonna just be already here. Then again, I'm Madiam Shabbat.
I'm Madiam Shabbat.
Mm-hmm. I'm Madiam.
I'm Madiam.
Barak.
Barak.
And we salute the sisters together. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Most High Christ. And Yad Yam Matah once again.
Yad Yam Matah.
And class dismissed.
Class dismissed.
Most High Christ. The water soldier. All right, the water, everybody, for tuning in. For water, as always, for my students in the class. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the class, young man. I hope to see you tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you can, for sure. All right, good to see you all as always. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Barakatam. Yahweh Shalom Alatam Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're